We have breaking news. An accident injures 2 people in the Overland Park, Lenexa area.
Fox 4's Eric Burke live along 69 Highway near 95th Street with more tonight on the breaking news. Eric?
Yeah, where we're standing is on the median between the ramp from 95th to southbound 69 and actual 69 highway. The accident does involve 3 cars. One of those cars, a police car, and one of those injured is a police officer. We understand, if you want to take a look down the ramp here, this is going on to 95th South. The ramp at 95th is going to be closed. So if you're coming southbound on 69, you are going to be rerouted at 95th Street. This is what preliminarily what police believe happened. There was an officer, a traffic officer that was out here working a non-injury accident. And they were struck, he was struck, or the car was struck by another car coming southbound on 69. That has blocked off 69 southbound at 95th for probably in the next hour or so. KDOT has been called to go ahead and get a salt crew in to go ahead and maybe fix a possible black ice or some icy spots on the roadway. Now at this point, they're not sure if that driver that hit the officer and the other car hit ice or was going too fast, maybe coming around a bend and didn't see them. Officers tonight here on the scene telling us as they investigate this one, everyone needs to slow down. We got some melting today, but it obviously is very cold outside right now and things can freeze up relatively quickly. So be careful and watch your speeds. And if you see the flashing lights, move to the left or the right, the opposite lane that the flashing lights are in. We'll have an update on the officer's condition, hopefully, and the condition of the other person coming up as soon as we get it. Eric Burke, Fox 4 News, working for you live in Overland Park.
And it looks a little chilly out there, too. Temperatures dropping this evening in fair skies. We could go down as low as 2 before the clouds put a stop to it. And tomorrow, mostly just flurries. But late in the day and tomorrow evening, we'll probably have some light snow enough to accumulate, and it's not looking like in the afternoon. We may be lucky to get back up around 10 degrees with the light snow coming in later in the day tomorrow night. And there's your long range. You're down to around 2 on Wednesday morning with some light snow, 16 in the afternoon with the sun coming out. Thursday morning could get as low as 4 below, but if we don't get a good snowpack out of this, it may be closer to 0. And then look at the turnaround, 35 Friday, 50 on Saturday. Sunday, 46. It might do better if the clouds don't develop. So we've got a pretty decent weekend, probably the best weekend temperatures we've seen in a long time.
It will feel good.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready.
Cleaning off the golf clubs as we speak.
See, there you go.
I don't know.
Might be a little sloppy
a little
out there.
premature.
A little sloppy. I just wanted to hear myself say it, okay? I understand.
I understand. It's wish casting.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
All righty.
Fox 4 Health tonight. Today is National Black HIV and AIDS Awareness Day, and researchers say the disease continues to spread among African Americans. Blacks make up only 13% of the U.S. population, yet they account for 49% of the nation's AIDS and HIV cases. That's up from 46% in 2007. Today, health advocates continue their push for African Americans to get tested and abstain from risky behavior.
A lot of people of color don't trust the health care system. They have decreased access to health care. So if the education is out there, they'll know where they can go.
If you're looking for an AIDS testing center, you'll find a link, fox4kc.com. Click Seen on TV.
If you live in the metro, chances are you live only blocks from a pharmacy. But it's a very different story in rural Kansas. Fox 4 medical reporter Marilyn McCain looks at what's being done to address a shortage.
Career day for the University of Kansas School of Pharmacy. All the big guys of the retail world are there. So is Michael Burns of Auburn Pharmacy, who has locations in small Kansas towns. Recruiting graduating pharmacists there, not easy, considering many have spouses with jobs in Lawrence and other big towns.
If they're not married and they're young and single, to have them move to a small community is a challenge.
I just feel that I would be best in a more fast-paced setting like Kansas City.
Yet Caitlin knows the need for pharmacists is great in rural Kansas. 7 counties have no pharmacy, 30 have only 1, and in many cases there's no doctor.
It's just the pharmacist there, and he's really the only point of contact in the healthcare system that a lot of people have that's nearby and accessible.
The KU School of Pharmacy is trying to address the shortage. A new building for the school allowed it to increase enrollment. KU will also start a pharmacy program in Wichita in the fall with 20 students, hoping some of them will want to go to rural areas. There are also field trips to expose students to small-town pharmacies, and Auburn Pharmacy is making offers some may not be able to refuse.
To go put some stores in these rural communities and these counties that don't have them, if they'll make that commitment to come out there.
Doug Heineck will like that option. He's from North Central Kansas and wants to return there.
I mean, I'm not just dispensing their medications. I'm, a friend of the entire community.
And considering the shortage, he'll clearly be a valued friend. Marilyn McCain, Fox 4 News, working for you in Lawrence.
Last year, 10 to 20% of KU's pharmacy grads went to independent pharmacies, which are generally in smaller towns. Working for you now with tonight's 4 things you need to know. At number 4, Sprint unveils their Echo Phone, a smartphone with 2 screens, one stacked on top of each other. The top screen slides out and can be snapped into place, making a screen space like a tablet computer. It goes on sale this spring for $200 with a 2-year contract. At number 3, a new report shows that the number of shark attacks increased last year. There were 79 attacks worldwide. However, almost half of those in the U.S. 13 in Florida, 5 in North Carolina, and 4 each in California, Hawaii, and South Carolina. 6 were deadly. At number 2, Delta will start offering economy seats with extra legroom and more room to recline on some international flights, but it's going to cost you an extra $80 to $160 each way. United already offers economy seats with extra space, higher fuel prices driving the need for more revenue. And at number 1, British researchers found coffee helps boost a woman's performance in high-pressure situations. Not so much for guys. Men who had coffee became less confident and took longer to finish their tasks. Researchers believe it just shows how they handle stress differently. That's 4 things you need to know. So no more coffee for you.
And what would that be? Stress? What are you talking about?
Finish your job.
Becky, put another cup on for me there.
Most national Super Bowl ads had a lot of flash, celebrity appearances.
One Metro commercial turning heads, too, even from the competition. We'll show you what's unique about this Super Bowl advertiser. Fox 4 News.
A Seattle gas station clerk says that he's been robbed multiple times, but the robbers never apologize.
Until now.
Really, I'm sorry to have to do this, but I've got kids.
How about if I give you $40 and this is it?
Well, I can't do that, sir. I've got rent to pay, I've got bills.
Hey, guy's got to do what guy's got to do, right? The robber who asked for a favor, the money from the register, then he went on about how he had a family to feed, bills to pay, surprising the clerk.
Tried to play stupid a little bit, say, what do you mean? He said, I need the money, I'm robbing you. I told him, you look like you're a really nice guy, why you are doing that?
Police haven't made any arrests of that nice guy, the robber promising to bring the money back if he got back on his feet. Green Bay Packer fans more than happy to get outside in the cold and shovel some snow at Lambeau on the frozen tundra. Tomorrow afternoon, the Packers will hold a Super Bowl celebration at the stadium. They call it Return to Titletown. In fact, the team has already returned to Titletown. Schools dismissed early. Cheeseheads played hooky from the office to watch the team arrive at the airport and ride through town on buses. The Packers beat the Steelers 31-25 last night in the most watched program in TV history. How about that? Last night's Super Bowl, the first to average more than 100 million viewers for the entire game, the only TV show to ever do so.
That means a huge audience for whoever advertised. One of the more unusual businesses to advertise last night, County Line Auto Parts of Kingsville, Missouri, just about an hour southeast of the metro. It provides recycled and replacement auto parts. County Line wanted to use the high-profile ad to win new customers and change the image of the auto parts industry.
We want people to be able to visually see our facility and feel comfortable coming here, that it isn't a junkyard. Women, professionals, anybody can come here and get a good alternative part.
County Line says it worked. People are calling, and even competitors called the show their appreciation for the commercial.
No chimps needed. Straightforward. That's it for us. See you back here tomorrow.
Coming up on Fox 4 News at 10.
A son brutally murdered. Now a community gathers in support of his grieving mother.
Cold air, a little bit of snow the first part of the week, and a major flip-flop in the updated Long Ranger.
The controversial Super Bowl ad that has human rights groups upset.
From the station that's working for you, you're watching Fox 4 News at 10.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Phil Witt. We're following breaking news for you tonight on a series